Why is there so much evil in the world, and why does God allow it? These two questions are two questions that Christians are going to run into on a consistent, and if you really take spreading the gospel seriously, a constant basis. You may be wanting to know the answer to these questions yourself, or you may want to know how to answer them whenever you are presented with these questions. The first question is very, very simple. Why is there evil in the world? Well, you'll notice here, something's going to happen when I turn off this light. Yeah, see, it's dark now, isn't it? Yes, because darkness is the absence of light. And when I turn the light back on, well, you have light again. See, evil is simply the absence of God. Wherever God is, there will be good. Wherever God is not, you will have evil. The same way that cold is the absence of heat. Evil is the absence of God. Now, the next question, why does God allow the evil? Ooh, we're really going up in difficulty here, right? If we were playing a video game, this would be like going from easy mode to expert mode, right? Not really. It doesn't have to be that hard. It can be just as simple. I've heard a lot of people really butcher the answer to this question, and it never fails that people butcher it when they don't actually know how to answer it themselves, but they feel like they have to answer it correctly, and so sometimes they just kind of spew something out that doesn't make a lot of sense. This is how you answer this question. Why does God allow evil to happen? No matter what stage of walk you're in, you could be day one on your walk, never read the Bible before, plan on reading it for the first time tonight, or you maybe have been going to church for 10 or 20 years. This is how anybody can answer this question. Ultimately, God does and allows all things for His glory. And that is not so simply understood. A lot of times we actually can't understand that. I've heard people say, well, if it wasn't for evil, we wouldn't know what good is. I agree with that. I've heard people say if it wasn't for evil, God wouldn't be able to display His grace. He can display His grace by rescuing us from evil. I agree with that. I've heard people say, well, God uses evil for good. I agree with that. But at the end of all those answers, there's one foundation, and it's that God does all things for His glory. And at the end of the day, the totality of that is kind of beyond human comprehension. Have any of you guys watched TAC